What is going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back again for another video, and we know it is the big one tonight, the Europa League quarterfinal, first against Frankfurt. Our season is riding on tonight's game. We know how massive it is, and everyone's obviously a few hours before the game now. Everyone's getting excited. Everyone I'm seeing on social media, some people are saying, "I've got a good feeling about tonight. Maybe we can get the job done." But unfortunately, there has been a bit of breaking news ahead of the game tonight, which is not massively positive. Unfortunately, there were kind of rumours circulating around social media about Wilson Odobert and potentially picking up a hamstring injury on the eve of the game. And now Paul O'Keefe has tweeted out ahead of the game, Wilson Odobert has complained of a tightness in his hamstring, set for scans. No definitive answer currently as to the extent of the issue, if there is one. Obviously, that is not great news considering Odobert was so big to our Europa League round of 16 win against RZ. He has looked bright since coming back from injury, and I think a lot of people have been quite impressed and have been quite excited about what he can bring. Obviously, Brennan Johnson probably set to start tonight anyway due to his 2 goals against Southampton, but Odobert definitely was one we were relying on to definitely make an impact potentially off the bench, or definitely get some game time tonight. Picking up another hamstring injury ahead of 2 hamstring injuries he's already had this season is a massive concern for the future of his career, and obviously ahead for this season. Obviously, definitely brings into question mark how we're handling him, Ange Postecoglou's training methods, all these different things that people accuse the manager of having problems kind of preventing these kind of injuries, which has been definitely a problem this season, no doubt about it. We know that for a large part of the season, this has been plagued by injuries. There's no secret. The injuries this season have been a long-standing issue, but Wilson Odobert specifically, I think second or third game into this for him this season, away at Coventry, picked up a hamstring injury, comes back against RZ late November time, then picks up another injury in his first cameo after coming back from injury, needing surgery on this hamstring injury. He's now come back again a few weeks ago, and apparently now suffering potentially from tightness in his hamstring. Let's hope there's nothing serious. I did also hear, in terms of a player having a scan, just feeling tightness isn't so uncommon. For example, Son did have a scan apparently ahead of the Southampton game, and just to make sure he was doing okay, or maybe it was after the Southampton game, and he seems to be okay. So maybe it's just precautionary. But if he has picked up another hamstring injury, and if there is an issue there, it does raise a lot of questions in terms of the medical staff and how we're handling players. And, people question Ange's methods in terms of, is his style too intense, all these kind of things. And all kind of people will start asking questions again. So really, really bad news. In terms of ahead of tonight, it's a blow, because I think this game, the substitutes are going to be super important, the impact they were going to have, because I can see it being at times a really tight game. And with our squad, we have the likes of Odobert, Tell, Richarlison, be able to come off the bench and make a difference against tiring legs. That could be a massive weapon in our armory, and losing one of those, and also a guy who could have potentially started tonight, is a blow as well. Obviously, this should lead for more opportunities for the likes of Tell, who maybe hasn't been getting the minutes he should or would have expected in the last few weeks, especially seeing it's a 6-month loan deal. We should be really judging him in the minutes he's getting in these 6 months that he's here. So the fact that he hasn't been getting quite a lot of minutes over these last few matches is a bit of a concern, but this injury should give him more opportunities. Maybe we're going to see Mikey Moore back in the squad, who's been left out due to lack of opportunity to get on the bench due to players coming back from injury. With this, if Odobert is injured, obviously he should be able to get some more minutes, and we know what a talent he is, and he's also a very exciting player. So it's not all is not lost, but it's definitely a massive concern if he has picked up another hamstring injury. I think more for him, considering he's 19 or 20 now, so he's a young player, and the fact that this could potentially be his 3rd hamstring injury for a player who relies on being explosive, relies on his pace, being able to stretch defenses. You need that explosivity kind of in your game, and you need that sharpness. And when you're worried about your hamstrings, and that is something that can definitely be a reoccurring issue. We've definitely seen it with Van de Ven as well. So for him, I think for his future, that's a massive concern. One thing I wanted to bring up though, with on the tweet from Paul O'Keefe, it says here, AP says none of this can possibly a coincidental. Paul O'Keefe replies saying, could be nothing. Maybe he's extra cautious and anxious. Fingers crossed. So definitely nothing definitive right now when it comes to this. I'm sure as well when it comes to Odobert, because he's had problems with hamstring injuries this season, if he feels anything, I'm sure he's going to be extra cautious about it, and he's going to be kind of making sure that there's definitely nothing going on there. So maybe it's a case of he just felt something and he's gone for a scan because he just wants to make doubly sure there's no problem, or maybe there is an injury there, and if that's the case, that's a big issue. But look, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about are you worried he's injured again? Do you think this could potentially be another injury? Does this leave more opportunities for likes of Tell and likes of Mikey Moore to get more involved? And can that be an exciting prospect? Is it a blow for tonight? For tonight, would he have started for you, or do you think Brennan would have started anyway? Let me know in the comment section below. That's Wilson Odobert potentially being injured for tonight. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.